higher level maths paper for 2023. So question one, so the temperature 18 degrees Celsius. It says that it's been rounded already. It's already been rounded, so it's like we're looking at rounding in reverse here. So write down three possible values that the actual temperature could have been. So anything between 17.5 and 18.5 basically will work. So if I had 18.1, that would work. If I had 17.6, that would work. And anything else is 17.92 or something like that. You could put in an extra number if you want. But if you think about it, any of those numbers, if I was to round 18.1 off to the nearest whole number, it would round off to 18. If I was to round off 17.6, it would round to 18 as well. If I was to round this, it would round to 18. So it's an awkward kind of question. You have to think a little bit about it. But if you were to put down something like 17.4, but if you were to round that off, it would round down to 17 because there's a 4 after the, or the 4 is the next digit. So something like that wouldn't work. So it has to be above, it has to be 17.5 or above, and it has to be below 18.5. It can't be 18.5 either. So that's that's actually the answer to the next one then. So what's the lowest value and the highest value? So it's 17.5, and then it can be lower than or less than 18.5. So that's it. And then if you were to draw the actual temperature, or sorry, if you were to graph the actual temperature over the course of the day, would it be appropriate to graph so natural numbers, integers, or real numbers? So the key here is actual, because we know that it could be it could be a decimal, so therefore it's going to be the real numbers. So because if it was n, that would only be positive whole numbers. That would mean the only possible temperatures would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it wouldn't include 1.5 degrees or 1.78 or 3.5, and it wouldn't include any negatives either. And the same reason for this, it wouldn't include any decimals. So it would have to be a whole number. Now Z would include the negative numbers, but it wouldn't include all decimals and everything as well, so it has to be the real numbers. So the reason is because the temperature can be a decimal. So something to that effect. So that's all for question 1.